Good afternoon, everybody. Hi, it's attorney Alexis Hart McDowell here. Those of you who want to form your business this year, 2020 is not at a loss. You can still build your business, you can still earn additional income, and you can still lay the foundation for greater for yourself and continue to build wealth for your family. But you have to start today. So, those of you who are interested in starting an LLC, reach out to me. You can visit my website at enterpriseesquire.com and click on packages, business formation packages, and you can see all of the packages there. Today, I want to talk about top 4 things you need to pay attention to in order to run your LLC with good governance. So, number one, you want to practice good record keeping. All right. Now, you don't have to be as stringent as if you were running a C Corp, but you want to document your key business decisions. If you're deciding to enter into a commercial lease, if you're deciding to take out a loan, if you're deciding to purchase a vehicle through your company, then you want to document that type of business decision. Those are key business decisions that you want to document. If someone is going to get signing authority on a business account or something, you want to document that so that it is all recorded in the company's minutes and in the company's history that who has authority and that these major decisions were agreed upon and determined to be in the best interest of the company. You also want to provide your members. Some of you all are solo members, so you'll be the sole member of your LLC, but some of you all have additional partners, so there are additional members in your LLC. You want to make sure that they're able to access all of those records as well, and that they access those records according to your operating agreement. And they should have a copy of the operating agreement as well so that they know what their rights and obligations are with your LLC. Next, under record keeping, you absolutely want to keep a list of your members and their current ownership interests current. People love the LLC because you can change members out more easily than you could possibly do with a shareholder. And so if you're changing members or you're bringing new members in, you want to make sure that's properly documented, okay? So that this member is no longer part of our LLC, no longer part of our company, and we have brought this member in, and this is what their current ownership interest is. So you want to make sure that that list of members and their ownership interest is absolutely kept current. Next is you want to keep these records organized. So you want to have like a simple binder or a simple filing system that you put all of these documents into so that you can find them when you need them, because that's going to be the most important thing, and that you kept up with them. This is not the type of binder that you want to lose or that you stick in the garage or that you stick in the basement and then you're not going to access anymore. You don't need anything fancy. You just get a regular binder and put some inserts in there, but you definitely have to print out and sign all of these resolutions and the key decisions that you're making and get them in the binder. That way, when the time comes where something arises, if a dispute arises between members, you're prepared and you have all of the documentation that you need to make sure that your LLC is in right standing. That was number one, which is keep good records. Number two is absolutely do not commingle LLC and member assets. You want to keep all of the assets of the LLC separate and apart from member assets. When members start the company, they may typically give an initial contribution to the company. That's how you all get up and running, right? So you want to make sure that that is properly documented. Okay, so if you have your initial capital raise from each member or just yourself, that is properly documented. And if you're giving additional capital after that, make sure that is documented as well so that each member can see the amount of money that they've given, and that any and all loans, if your LLC is giving out a loan, and any repayment terms are clearly documented as well. So you don't want to run afoul of commingling LLC assets with your member assets. Also, if you're going to distribute money or any advances to members of your LLC, that needs to be properly documented as such with payment dates, payment arrangements, interest rates. You want to make sure that is clearly documented. Next, if you have employees, so for example, if you are an LLC and you have some employees, whether it's a member or someone else, you employees should be receiving a paycheck from the LLC payroll account like any other employee would. So make sure that you have proper bank accounts, proper payroll accounts set up so that your LLC employees are paid properly. And then at the end of the year, your reporting is going to be so much easier because you literally push a button, all of their W-2s come out, and you're able to issue those to your employees in a timely fashion and not run afoul of any IRS deadlines and be subject to a fine. Okay, so that's number two. Don't commingle LLC and member assets. Number three, under LLC Good Governance, is follow your operating agreement. That's what it's there for. Do what it is you say you're going to do, and that what you say you're going to do is outlined in your operating agreement. Your LLC should have an operating agreement, even if your state doesn't require one. Here at Enterprise Esquire, we form businesses in all 50 states. So if you're located in Nevada, if you're located in Georgia, New Jersey, Delaware, wherever it is, we can form your business for you. Some states do not require that you have an operating agreement, but you should have one as a good governance practice, as a best practice. A well-drafted operating agreement provides a written record of each member's expectations in terms of the LLC structure, their ownership, as well as business and operations. And it's an essential tool to keeping peace among LLC owners and restoring peace if a disagreement arises. Because if there's a disagreement, we can say, hey, well, let's see what the operating agreement says if it addresses this issue, and then we need to follow that. Now, if your operating agreement no longer fits or suffices for your particular business because you've grown or you moved into a different direction or you want to handle things differently, then make sure your operating agreement is updated and accurately reflects how you want your business to run. It is going to make a huge difference for you in the long run. I know a lot of people think they get an operating agreement and then it just collects dust. No, it is a living, breathing document that grows as your business grows. And if you end up in a dispute or even in court or something like that, they're going to say, what does the operating agreement say? So instead of being held to some antiquated or old language that you had when you first started your LLC, make sure it's updated to reflect how you want your business run now. So that's number three. And number four, under having good governance for your LLC, is, I alluded to it already, is amend the operating agreement if the LLC is acting inconsistently with it. Like I said, if the LLC ends up in court, the intent of the LLC or the members of is at issue, the fact finder being the judge or the jury will look at three main factors and make a determination. They're going to look at your LLC documents. They're going to look at your articles of incorporation. They're going to look at any agreements that you may have. And of course, they're going to look at your operating agreement because that's going to determine how you wanted your business to be run. And they're going to say, hey, you're acting inconsistently or consistently with your operating agreement. So it makes a difference. So if your LLC is acting inconsistent with the operating agreement, make sure you amend your operating agreement and get it up to date. Practicing good governance of your LLC helps to make your company's intent and the purpose of the LLC clear to not only its members, but to other parties, vendors, customers, clients. And if a conflict does go to court, the good governance provides the judge or the jury with a clear picture of what you all intended for the LLC to act. That's why it is so important to have good governance for your company. And like I said, we just went over the four key practices to have good governance for your LLC. Visit me online at enterpriseesquire.com. You can schedule a free 15-minute consultation on my calendar. And then you can also view the business formation packages. We make it very simple for you. You can just go to enterpriseesquire.com/packages or go to business formation. You'll see our packages there. You select the package that you want. We have our most popular LLC package that literally gives you everything that you want. You just simply fill out the form online, you pay online, and we take care of everything else after that. Our package includes an Illinois state filing fee. If you are desiring to file an LLC in another state, just schedule that free 15-minute call and we'll give you an updated quote and give you a special package for you to buy. If your fee is less than the state of Illinois, we will adjust that accordingly. If the fee is more than the state of Illinois, we will let you know that as well, and we will adjust the package price upward to accommodate for whatever state it is that you want to form your LLC in. All right, everybody, take care. Reach out, enterpriseesquire.com.